What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Rear Naked Locks. I'm Chato, that's Henry. We're going to give you guys a quick breakdown of UFC Fight Night Moreno versus Kavanagh in Mexico City, Mexico. How you feeling about the card overall, Henry?
The card is good. The odds are horrendous, but the card is pretty good. I mean, as some Mexicans, it's good to see our people represented, but some of them might get smashed. But we'll get into it. We'll get into it.
Yeah, I agree. There's a couple of Mexican fighters that I am looking at to see if they if they perform. Like Chaides, like Imolo, and then hopefully Moreno gets his first win in Mexico. So I'm excited for the fights. There's a couple mismatches, but let's get into it.
For the main event, we got Brandon Moreno versus Loner Kavanagh. I think this fight should be a banger, but it might be too much too soon for Kavanagh. I mean, I was watching his fights back. I mean, he either finishes you or he gets tired in decision. And I mean, those decisions are 3 rounds. So this is a 5 round fight. We're in elevation. If it was 3 rounds, I'd be more inclined to pick Loner, but 5 rounds, I got Moreno all day here. I mean, Moreno, skill for skill, he's one of the best fighters in the world. He can strike, he can grapple. He's got good cardio. I think he wins by submission here late. So give me Brandon Moreno by rear naked choke, round 4.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to go with Henry on this one. I think Moreno's finally gonna get his first win in Mexico. I think this is a perfect matchup for him, just because I think Kavanaugh's path to victory is to finish him. I think Moreno's durable enough to stand on the feet, but he's crafty enough to take him down if he needs to. If you guys don't know, Moreno's only been finished by TKO one time against Tyra, but I think Tyra just out grappled him and put him in a shitty position. Like Moreno's tough, man. I think he's durable enough to survive the onslaught from Kavanagh, and just like Henry touched on, the dude is young, but the dude is young enough to gas and to make mistakes. I think Moreno's going to class him. He's going to show him that championship spirit and that championship IQ. But I feel like this is going to be a 5 round domination. I have Moreno by decision here.
Yeesh, I like that. I like that. I mean, it's a shame, but young fighters got to lose. But we've been seeing it all year. The vets have been getting it done. Got Gaethje, Strickland. They've been all been getting it done in the main events. I think it's no different here. So let's go Moreno.
All right, next up, we got my boy David Martinez versus Chito Vera. I'm not gonna lie. We put David Martinez in the round world parlay. He came through as an underdog. Chito's always been cool in person with those meet and greets that we went to, but the dude doesn't throw, man. I mean, he just the way he fights, he's not the same fighter. He's not as explosive, as dynamic. He doesn't have that stick drift, that auto pressure anymore. And Martinez is gonna be too fast for him. This dude throws nasty kicks, nasty strikes. His cardio looked like it was a little bit suspect, but I feel like in a 3 round fight, I can see David winning 2 out of the 3 rounds. I think Chito's durable enough to survive, but I have Martinez 29-28 winning. I think he wins round 1 and 2, and then Chito probably takes over round 3, but there's not enough time in 15 minutes to take that dub. So I have Martinez by decision.
Yeah, I mean, we saw a similar fight last week. Dan Ige versus Milky Costa. Ige has a habit of, not pushing the pace, just like Chito. I mean, and he got knocked out for it. This might be no different here. I mean, Martinez throws a ton of kicks. I mean, he basically knocked out Rock Vaughn. Uh, Big Dan or whoever the ref was, just they panicked, stopped the fight, didn't stop the fight. Is like they took away the TKO win, but that was a TKO. I don't think Vera's got it anymore. I mean, this is a dude. I mean, he did knock out Dominic Cruz, but he gave away the first couple rounds before he landed that KO. So it's like, and he hasn't knocked out anybody in a long time. I think since that Cruz fight. So I just don't have the confidence in Chito. Give me Martinez by decision.
I love it. Let's go, Martinez.
All right. Next up, we got the Golden Boy Daniel Zellhuber versus Bobby King Green or King Green. It's a tough fight to call, man, because on paper, Zellhuber should just style on Bobby with the kicks. Maybe mix in the wrestling if he wants to, but He should have done that against Michael Johnson, and then he froze. The box he was at kicking range, but getting lit up by the boxing. It was just a bad look. I mean, he just couldn't figure out the puzzle of Michael Johnson striking. But I think in that fight, the speed and power played a big part. Whereas I hear Bobby's fast, but he doesn't really have big power like that. And in that last fight, I mean, he did win, but this guy he messes around a lot. He points and he showboats, and almost cost him a decision. Like that should have been a clear freaking 30-27. I think it ended up being like 29-28 or something like that. But like, you don't want to be giving like the judges something to cheat to, to sway towards Zalhuber. So I think that he's gonna make some mistakes like that, and Zalhuber's gonna win by decision.
Yeah, man. I agree. Zal Huber's a like good prospect. I was there in the Sphere when he lost to Ribovics, and then unfortunately he got his ass beat again. But I think he learned a lot of lessons. You know, like he grew up in front of everybody as a fighter, and I think he's locked in more than ever. I was watching, like, I follow him on Instagram and his like in his YouTube journey. Seems like he's locked in. I expect Green to do exactly what Henry said: go and showboat, try to talk to him. So he doesn't even speak English, I think. So I think he's just gonna walk through this guy. He's gonna put that pepper on him, and he's gonna dust him up. But unfortunately, man, I think this is gonna be another decision. I have Zalhuber by points here. I can see him just a 30-27 masterclass from a distance. Green has that fighting style where he's more of a counter puncher. So like I can see this fight having a lot of feints. But I have Zalhuber taking this one all day.
Yeah, it's a shame, but I mean, Bobby Green, he's been in the game. He fights everybody, so one another loss won't hurt him.
All right. This is what I'm talking about right here. I got my boy Chidis right here. I bet on Chidis every single time he fights. I put money on him in the Sphere against Joshua Van. He almost had Van. If Van didn't go for that takedown, I think Chidis finishes Van on the feet. Muniz, like he's a good, well-rounded fighter. Has a lot of submissions, some pretty decent wins. But I think the X factor here is Chidis' ability to not give a fuck when he fights. This guy is a dog. I expect him to go straight stick drift in his face, punches and bunches. I think Muniz is going to panic shoot, and then Chidis is going to go for that choke, or like Chidis might knock him out on the feet. I think Chidis is pressure, his power, is going to be too much. I have Chires inside the distance. Like I'm not picking either submission or by KO because Chires is one of those fighters that like he's down to pull the gilly. So like I wouldn't be surprised from a club and sub or just straight up TKO on the feet. Chires in Mexico City. That's an unfair advantage. Like in my opinion, I have Chires inside the distance all day.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Felipe Bonis, he is dangerous on the mat, but his cardio is horrendous, and now we're in elevation. And we seen Chidis, man. This dude's a freaking dog. You gotta kill him. You gotta put him down, and even then, he won't give up. He got hurt by Joshua Van. He grabbed the fence and then threw a freaking vicious hook that rocked Van. He almost beat Tatsuro Taira by submission. I mean, this dude's a dog, man. You gotta grind him out. You gotta hold him down. I don't think Bundes has it in him. I think Chida's gonna knock him out. He probably can win by submission late, club and sub style, but I think TKO is the way to go. So give me Edgar Chayes by round 2 TKO.
Let's go, Chires.
All right. And then next up, we got Imanol Rodriguez versus Rob. I'm just kidding. Versus Borjas. I think it's a good fight. Borjas is a very good striker. He looked very bad in his last fight, but I mean, he's shown flashes of greatness in the octagon where, his striking looks crispy. I mean, he's also one of those guys who knocked down Van. But I mean, I don't think he likes pressure. I think he likes being the aggressor. But when fighters are pressuring him, that's where he starts to weather. But with Imanol, he's all gas don't brakes. I mean, we saw the Ultimate Fighter. He just in your face nonstop. I mean, he arguably beat Joseph Morales. I mean, he's undefeated. He's a young kid that hasn't seen a defeat yet. At least on a professional level. I think being with Daniel Cormier, they're gonna come up with a good game plan. I wouldn't be surprised if Imano comes in here and he wrestles first, just to tire Borjas out a little bit and then get him out of there late. But I got Imano all day here.
Yeah, and I agree. And I just want to say, like, Kenny made a good point. He has a great camp. Rodriguez came into the Ultimate Fighter. This dude was just so he was just all gas, no brakes, just hectic, crazy punches and bunches, fight down the mouth guard and swing. This guy was just erratic, crazy. With a good camp, you get controlled chaos. I expect Rodriguez to take it easy, pick his spots, and then when it's time to unleash, he's gonna hit him with that Loyola Machida blitz and get Borjas, aka Rob, out of here inside 2 rounds. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a straight vicious knockout on the feet. Rodriguez is no slouch in his takedown defense, especially working with AKA. I know for a fact this guy can sprawl and brawl. So I think Borjas is going to panic shoot, but Rodriguez is going to be ready. And like I feel like he takes him out on the feet inside 2 rounds. Give me Rodriguez by KO.
Let's go, let's go. Imano should have been, arguably should have been in the finale, but yeah, here's a redemption right here.
Redemption time. Let's go. All right, next up we got Luna versus Pacheco. Man, this is another young prospect from Mexico. I can see what the UFC is doing it with this card. Is another 21-year-old guy from the city. Um, I'm riding high with the Young Bucks this card. It might bite me in the ass, but like I'm feeling the Mexican flag, the whole like energy that it's radiating in the community. So I got Luna by decision here. Pacheco, I was looking at his fights. He's not the best. He's not the worst. I just think Luna has a better gas tank. He's more well-rounded. He doesn't have a lot of punching power, but I feel like he's able to mix it up and squeeze out a decision here. I got the 21-year-old prospect coming through. That's 8-0 after this card. Give me Santiago by decision.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, this is a grappler versus grappler. I know Luna won by knockout in his debut, but he's more of a wrestler first guy. That's what got him the hype. Pacheco, he grapples too. I just don't think Pacheco's UFC level. He's one of those guys who got a contract but kills tough. Like he's just there to fill a roster spot. He's there to give Luna a tough fight, but a winnable one. So I got Luna by submission. I think he just grinds out Pacheco, makes him work hard, and eventually makes a mistake, gets caught in submission. So give me Luna by sub.
I like that. I like that.
All right, man. This is one of the funniest fights of the card. We got Ryan Ganja versus Medina. Uh, I just don't get the UFC's thought process with a lot of these guys. Medina's getting another fight. Cedric Dumas got another fight announced today. Cody Brandage got another fight, and then we're cutting good fighters like Renat and some other good fighters. Coming in with like good records, good UFC records. And we're keeping these guys for what, man? Like it's just a joke of a fight. Uh, I've tried to give Medina a shot, like betting wise, just because he's tough and he might be able to just survive the onslaught. But then he doesn't do shit. He doesn't throw back. He's just there laughing. He's like a Timu Jorge Masvidal. And he's just here to get knocked out. So give me Ryan Ganja by knockout. I think Medina maybe survives the first like couple minutes, but eventually he's gonna wilt and he's gonna take a knee. So give me Ryan Ganja by TKO.
Yeah, man, I agree. Medina is a horrific fighter. That's 4 losses in a row, 2 first-round finishes, one by KO, one by submission. Gondra is a knockout artist, man. 3 knockouts in a row. Just got a beautiful knockout in the Contender Series. Um, Medina, flat-footed, no head movement. He's one of those fighters that just like gets hit and laughs about it, and then like he thinks that the refs don't take that into consideration. But I think Ganja's gonna take care of business inside the distance. There's no way this fight goes the distance. Um, I think this is gonna be Medina's last fight. I don't know, like he's probably Dana White's homie because all 4 of his losses in the UFC he has not had one hint of like, oh, like this guy has that dog in him. He's just durable. This guy is CTE squared. I expect another disgusting performance from Medina. Gandra, I need this guy to come through. I have Ganja by vicious KO inside 2 rounds. I think Medina's durable enough to survive the first round, but I think Ganja's eventually going to get that chin. I think he's going to get that chin in round two.
100%. It's a joke of a fight. The odds are justified here.
All right, next up we got Perez versus Tyson. Man, I'm gonna tell you this. A lot of people don't like Perez, but she's must see TV. Like she's like she does. Like she's gonna do a lot more than shaking ass in that octagon. She's gonna put that pressure on Macy, and she's gonna I think the pressure, the takedown threat, and her power on the feet is gonna be too much for Chason. She's coming off two horrible losses against Santos and Vieira. I think this is going to be another beautiful performance from Perez. She's on a nasty streak right now. I think it's like 5 or 6 wins in the UFC. Um, I think her pressure against the octagon and her ability to dirty box is what's going to take this. Is what's going to give her another victory. The odds are pretty good, -180 for a for sure lock, in my opinion. Chase on, she has a high fade. She has no head movement. I think Perez is going to knock her out, then twerk on national television for the Mexican fan.
Nah, I mean, I'm agree here, honestly. I mean, Macy, at one point, I did think she could be like a good prospect, but I just think she's fallen out of love with the game. She's not a grinder anymore. She used to grind girls out, put nasty pressure on them in the clinch with the striking. Now I feel like she just accepts positions. Like she gets held down. She gets held against a fence. Like, dude, like I don't know. I just don't see how she wins this fight. Maybe she lands like a fluke KO or or a fluke cut like she landed on a Myra Bueno Silva with an elbow. But I think Perez is one of the better fighters in this division. I don't think she's championship level, but she's definitely very good. I think she wins this fight. Like Chato says, she twerks on TV, and then she calls out Tracy Cortez again, and I think they actually make that fight.
Yeah, I agree. I totally forgot about that call out. That fight needs to happen. Tracy needs a redemption fight, and then hopefully, if Tracy wins, she ends up twerking on TV too.
Yeah, all right, next up we got Christian Quinones versus Chris Moutinho. I'll be honest, I was trying to talk myself into a Chris Moutinho bet. I just remember Quinones being more trash than I remembered, but he's nasty on the feet. He's really nasty on the feet. He's got very good striking. He's got big power. His biggest problem is his fight IQ, but I don't think you need high fight IQ to beat Chris Moutinho. This guy's a punching bag. I think Moutinho wants to win. He's got to grapple a little bit. But can he do that consistently against Quinones? I mean, I don't think so. I mean, it's just like it's a dude that was making Ronnie Barcelos work, So it's like, and we've seen Barcelos lately. I mean, this guy takes everybody down. He holds them down. Where Quinones made him work. Quinones had him hurt. Um, but I just don't see Moutinho win this fight. I think it was put together for a reason. I don't think Quinones is very good, but he's good enough to beat Chris Moutinho. Give me Quinones by KO.
Yeah, man, I agree. I know we're picking a lot of Mexicans, but I just feel like the UFC did that for a reason. They give a lot of these Mexican fighters um, winnable fights to a certain extent. Like Quinones coming off two submission losses. Like Moutinho, if you look at Moutinho's fight record in the UFC, this guy's a fetish for getting laid out unconscious. I feel like Quinones is gonna give him exactly what Wildmaker gave him, exactly what O'Malley gave him. Just an ass beating, just a straight up ass beating. I have Quinones keeping it on the feet, and honestly, Moutinho, he left the UFC, went on like a 4-5 win streak, came back, got knocked out. I feel like this guy just when the lights are too bright, it's done. And then if you go with that mentality inside Mexico City, with the high elevation and with the rowdy crowd, I think Quinones already has that leg up in mentality, and I feel like it's just a matter of time before Quinones finds that chin. I have Quinones round two, vicious knockout for our Mexican fan.
Yeah, 100%. I think Moutinho's Mexican too. Honestly, he might be mixed, but
I mean,
in
with
this
that
case,
chin, I
we're
don't think
fading
so.
his ass.
With that chin, I don't think so.
Yeah.
All right, next up we got DeAndre versus Reyes. DeAndre, aka Green Goblin. This guy is on the sauce. 40 years old, diced to the absolute gills. And for that reason, and for that reason only, no, I'm kidding. No, I am picking DeAndre on this one. I feel like he has the better grappling advantage here. Like I feel like he has that old man strength, that 40-year-old testosterone driven strength here. I feel like he's gonna upset um, Reyes. I know Reyes had a beautiful knockout in the contender series, but again, the only thing that worries me is that with the elevation in Mexico, these Brazilian fighters and their gas tank is just a recipe for disaster. But I feel like DeAndre's going to be able to take it to the ground or like turn this into a prime Randy Couture fight against the cage, where like he's going to be able to squeeze out this victory. I think he gasses round 3, but he does enough damage round 1 and 2 to squeeze out the victory. I got Silva DeAndre, aka Green Goblin, to take the dub.
I don't know what DeAndre is. Probably some black guy on the card, but the Andrade. I mean, he's skill for skill.
Andrade?
He clears Reyes nasty. It all comes down to how much he has left in the tank. I think Reyes is pretty garbage. Honestly, he's aggressive, but he's there to get countered. He's there to get hit. It's kind of fight that Andrade would freaking put a beating on Reyes. But I think he's 39 or 40. He's up there. He's up there. I mean, he looked bad in his last fight, but he fought Miles Johns. Miles Johns is a good fighter, man. He's got big power, good boxing, good takedown defense, good takedown offense too. So it's like that played a role into why Andrade looked bad. I think Douglas Da Silva has a chance to mix it up here, maybe get raised to the mat, tire him out, and then maybe work the hands in after. But I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take the chance on Silva as well. I think he's one of the dogs who is live. So it's in a favorite heavy card. You gotta take some dogs sometimes, So let's go Green Goblin.
Let's go Green Goblin. Let's go DeAndre.
All right, man. And speaking of dogs, we got our Bark Alley Bangers official play. Kill Bill herself. We got freaking Regina Darin. I think she's very good. She's 21 years old. So that could get sketchy. But if you look at her fight, she's an aggressor. She's a finisher. She's won by a knockout. She's won by a submission. And to make things clear, she was scheduled to fight this weekend anyways in a Muay Thai fight. But I don't think she's got to worry about the grappling against Kerry Kati. She's also a striker. So I think it's going to come down to who looks better, like in the judges' eyes. And just look at Kill Bill. I think she looks better right now. But in all seriousness, she's a very good fight. Can she lose? Yeah, definitely. I mean, she's 21. So it's like, but again, in a super favorite heavy kind of card, you gotta take some chances here. She was supposed to fight in the contender series last year. She got injured, and then Sofia Montenegro is the one that stepped in. And this time, Sofia's the one that got injured, so she's stepping in for Sofia. So, it's a circle moment. I think she wins here. I think she wins by decision.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go Kill Bill. The Bark Alley Bangers parlay is meant for the dog that we have the most faith in. I'm not gonna lie, like when I saw it on the card, it kind of went unnoticed, and then TikTok did its thing. I accessed my phone, and then started showing me clips of Kill Bill. She won me over instantly. This girl is nasty. She's nasty. She's beauty and brains all in one. She's a trifecta. She's in Mexico City, the hometown. She trains out of Mexico. I think she has an advantage. Um, Obviously, the youth advantage, the crowd advantage. The She's accustomed to fighting it like an elevation. She's honestly she's so young in the game that she throws caution out the wind, and I feel like her opponent's not gonna be ready for that onslaught. So I have Turin inside the distance. I think she does it. I think back to back 21-year-old upcoming prospects from Mexico get it done. I have Turin by KO here. Like she's a KO artist for a reason. So I'm going based off that. I feel like she's gonna perform with the bright lights in Mexico City.
And then one more thing I want to mention: Karikati is a split decision merchant, and she's going against a Mexican in Mexico. We know how the judges like to favor the hometown crowd, so the hometown fighter, I should say. So keep that in mind. I wouldn't go and blindly bet on Karikati just because she has more experience. Because if it goes to decision, it could get sketchy.
I agree. I agree. Like that's an excellent point. Like these judges are like already sketchy on U.S. soil. Just imagine.
Yeah, I mean, one of the people that got robbed, the Francis Marshall, he got robbed against William Gomez. He got robbed against Myron Santos. And I don't think he gets robbed here. We got Eric Silva here, who's primarily a grappler, but he's a terrible fighter. He's one of those fighters that, yeah, I think he lost 2 in a row, not 3, but like there was more than enough to see that he's not UFC caliber. Whereas Francis Marshall, I mean, this guy he arguably beat William Gomez. He arguably beat Myron Santos. I had a bet on Myron Santos in that fight, so I was grateful that the judges robbed him blind. But I didn't think Santos won. Marshall's good everywhere. He could strike. He could grapple. He's got excellent cardio. I think he's gonna push the pace on Silva, and he's gonna crumble. But I'm gonna take the stab on Marshall by TKO.
Let's go. I agree. Marshall all day here. Silva, 38 years old. Again, looks like he's on the sauce, but he's obviously his supplier gave him the wrong sauce. This guy is not UFC level, just like Henry said. This guy is honestly, I was watching back his 2 losses. Again, not a single moment where I was like, oh, like this guy has potential. It's like you either have it or you don't at 38 years old, and I feel like he just does not have it. Marshall, on the other hand, he fought the FBI informant Dolgarian, like, and got knocked out. And then his other losses and wins in the UFC, he looks like he belongs. He's still young enough at 26 years old where he's making improvements. I feel like he's in a masterclass Silva and send him out of the UFC. I have Marshall by decision here. I feel like Silva is garbage, but I feel like Marshall's finishing ability is a little suspect. So I feel like Marshall's just gonna outclass him 29-28. Take Silva out of here, dude. Like send him to Outback Steakhouse with Jeff Neal.
Yeah. All right, man. Last but not least, we got the Baba Yaga Penis versus Wes Schultz. I think it's a very, very good fight. It could go either way. Um, Penis is a better striker. He's got nasty KO power. But Schultz, man, this dude's a grinder, man. This guy's gonna push the pace. He will get tired, but he's gonna push the pace super early. He's gonna try to get you out of there. He's gonna try to take you down. He's gonna try to lock in the submission early. This is the kind of guy Terrence McKinney. He's like, he reminds me of Terrence McKinney, where if he survived the early onslaught, you probably TKO him later. But uh, I think I think it's the kind of fight where you take the underdog. I mean, it's scary to pick against a guy who calls himself the Baba Yaga, John Wick. But I think this is a blue belt versus a black belt that pushes a black belt kind of grappling pace. So I'm gonna take the chance. I'm gonna take Wes Schultz by submission in round 1. It could be like that Chris Duncan fight. I don't remember the dude he was fighting, but where he just jumped Gilly and got it. It's like he was fighting Danger Striker. I think that could be the case here. So give me Wes Schultz. I might just get knocked down in round 1, but I'll take the chance.
Yeah, I just had a vision right now, and like that dream came true. I got my boy Pinas by vicious KO in round 1. When you go into the casino, the first thing you do is you put $100 on black on roulette, and we're starting off the card hot. I'm telling you guys right now, lock it in. Put your first 100 on Pinas inside the distance, or if you're feeling even more dangerous, Pinas round 1. This guy's from Aruba, first Aruban champ. No, I'm kidding. Not. I just think Schultz is like he's too much of a grappler. Like he's not as crafty on the feet, and every fight starts on the feet. And I think Pinas is just gonna be able to overpower him early, and then stop the takedown. And then it's just a matter of time before he finds Schultz's chin. But if the fight continues, I could honestly see Schultz taking over. But something tells me this fight does not go over 1 round, and Schultz wakes up 30 minutes later in the nearest hospital.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I mean, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. But that's it for our picks. Hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. If you guys stuck around this long, it's time for the bets. I know some people like to skip to the end, but we'll start off with Chato with around the world.
All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Around the World Parlay. If you guys are new to the channel, this is where we pick three fighters representing three different countries around the world. This time we got Argentina, Brazil, and Mexico for you guys. We put them in a pot, and we're trying to get you guys the best odds. Again, I pick fighters that have multiple ways to win. So let's jump right into it. Leg number one. I'm telling you guys, I pick fighters that win, that have a path to victory. This first fighter is extremely dynamic, extremely fan friendly, and I feel that she has the grappling advantage, the striking advantage, the octagon control, and IQ advantage in the octagon. I have Miss Perez, the Argentinian twerker. I feel like she's gonna outclass Macy Chiasson here. Um, I got uh, uh, Alex by Oh my god, I got Alex. I got Perez by decision here. Leave it in. I got Perez by decision. I got Perez by decision here. This is an all day 29-28 ass beating. Shout out to the Mexican fans because they're about to get a in-person twerk sesh after she gets this dub against Jason. And that's leg number one, ladies and gentlemen. Leg number two. This is honestly, in my opinion, the leg that is a extreme lock here. This person is dynamic, strong on the feet. He has the ability to mix it up. So for our second leg, representing Brazil, this is a gimme fight for from the UFC. This is an early birthday gift for the Brazilian. He's going against one of the worst fighters in Medina. Medina, 4 losses in a row. He's a walking punching bag. I expect the Brazilian Gondra to get a first round finish here. Medina, 4-fight losing streak. Get him out of here. 5-fight losing streak after this one. Set him 2-3 years. Lombac Steakhouse with Neo and forget. Leg number three. We're going with the hometown hero representing Mexico. I'm going with my boy Titus. This guy is explosive. He arguably could have finished Joshua Van, the current champion right now, if it wasn't for that takedown. This guy has nasty striking. He has a nasty submission ability. This guy is one of the fighters that isn't afraid to pull Gilly because he's comfortable on the back. He's comfortable being the nail, but he's even more comfortable getting the job done. I feel like he has an extreme striking advantage. And with that being said, I got Chidas inside the distance. If you guys are feeling dicey, put Chidas sub, Gadra by KO, and Perez by submission. That is your cycle parlay. Or you could put all fighters inside the distance. I am confident in three of these picks. Put them all in a pot, lock it in early because I'm telling you that people steal my odds, steal my picks. Plus 131 all day. Around the world goes back on a winning streak after this one, boys.
It's time for the all action parlay. I've been on a little slump. I win one, I lose one. I win one, I lose one. Last week I lost. I'm very confident we're gonna right the ship and get a dub here. I'm going all chalk here. We're going with Edgar Chidas. I'm stealing Chato's pick here. I just think he gets it done. He has the most ability to win by finish. He's got the best odds out of all the guys I chose. So it just helps me, you know, get a little bit extra juice in the parlay. So we'll go Edgar Chidas as leg number one. Leg number two, we go with Mr. Quinones. I'm fading my boy Moutinho, but in the fight game, in a betting game, I should say, you don't bet with your heart, you know? Skill for skill, he's got tried this kill. He's got Moutinho covered, so give me Quinones by KO, but we'll take the money line for this parlay. And last but not least, we got the most exciting prospect out of Mexico, Luna. I think he's going to show how diverse his skills are here. He's going to show his hands, he's going to show his grappling, he's going to show it all, and I think he gets it done by submission. But you take all three fighters' money line, you don't get plus money, unfortunately. But we're pretty close. Yeah, all three minus 134. We right the ship here, and we cash some checks.
See it happening. I can see it happening.
100%, 100%. It's time for our lock of the week. We were killing it until I started picking crazy fighters like Jolton Almeida. Uh,
He got cut.
we're not
Investigate
doing
him.
we're not doing that anymore. This is our best parlay. Chata hasn't given one bad pick as a lock. Uh, so it's on me to right the ship, and I'm going with the best fighter in the entire card, Brandon Moreno. I think he's better than Loner at this point. Loner, he showed he's weak to the body. Brandon Moreno has nasty body kicks. If you don't believe me, ask Kai Kara France. TKO'd his ass with the body kick. I think Brandon, at least from the interviews I've watched, he looks locked in. He looks ready to go. I think he doesn't want to leave a bad taste in everyone's mouth with after that Tyra loss. But I just think he got caught in that fight. He didn't move quick enough. It seemed like an early stoppage to me, straight up. But he didn't get a chance to fight his way out. Where here, he's just got to survive the early onslaught. Don't get knocked out, and you beat this kid. So, I mean, give me Brandon Moreno. I think he wins by submission. So, give me Brandon Moreno money line.
Yeah, I agree with Henrik's pick, but my pick, I'm going with the the man himself, the ultimate fighter runner up. This guy's disgusting. This guy is nasty. All gas, no brakes. Imanol Rodriguez fighting out of AKA now. Great camp, nasty power, good takedown defense. I think he has the ability to knock Borjas out cold. Rob, if you're watching this, I feel bad for you, man. You're going straight to the hospital. I got Rodriguez by round one or round two, vicious KO, man. I think Borjas' path to victory is to try to take him down, but I feel like being at Daniel Cormier's camp, he has ability, and I know they have him drilling that takedown defense and drilling that submission defense because they want the fight to stay on the feet. And I feel like this fight is going to stay on the feet. The longer it's on the feet, the higher the chance of Borjas getting laid out unconscious. I got Imanol by vicious KO here.
100%, 100%. That's it for the bets and predictions. Appreciate everybody that stuck around. We did get a higher intake of views in our last video, so I do appreciate that. Let's keep the momentum going. We're gonna do a lot of shorts, less long form, mostly shorts. So the people tend to like those more. So those of you who like this one, appreciate it. This is the most fun. But that's it for us.
Yeah, man. Thanks again for all the support. There was a lot of more. There was a little bit more interaction on Twitter this Saturday. Follow us on Twitter and other social media platforms. I'm live and ready on Twitter on fight day. And if our bets miss, me and Henry launch out rapid fire bets, hail marys, and we enjoyed interacting with the fans. So thanks again for all the support. We'll see you guys when we cash our bets. Rear Naked Locks out.
100%. Peace out.